because I don't think that it fits in with the character I'm trying to play. I've looked at them before, just so you know. Each one of them has 3 options when you go into them. One, 500, 1,000, and 2,000 credits that you can give Trish, and she'll give you information. A couple of them, she'll give you codes. But the thing is, again, it doesn't fit.
I think I've got all the information I need right now, Tish. Maybe next time.
I be's right here waiting for you, Captain.
And the other side of the issue too is that really you don't need to pay her for that sort of stuff. I mean, you can find some of this, like the secret paths for the most part. You can find those on your own by looking around carefully. So there's no real need to do that. And at this point in the game, there's no real reason to be wasting credits. Now, if you remember, there was a couple of alcohol items that we left in headquarters, so I'm going to go in there and get them. There's also one out here, and I think that'll take up the 4 inventory slots that I just cleared out. But anyway, oh well. But as I said, this will be taking quite some time. And if you wonder how I know because I've already pretty much played through this second part because I wanted to check out some things. And, try to have some familiarity with the area before I actually, recorded it. But I only did it the once, and I didn't... I was trying to check out all the different stuff, so I can't say that I'm like an expert or anything. I wouldn't try to claim that, but okay, so it wasn't down here. Yeah, that's fine. I thought one of them was down here, but I guess they're both up here after all. I know one's in my office. There's wine in my office. Right here, as a matter of fact. Whoopsie. And then there was one on a planter somewhere over here. One of these planters. Just gotta find out which one. Well, okay. What's the scoop here? Although I really like the idea of a can of beer just being left sitting on a company. There it is. Yeah, just leave a can of beer sitting on a company planner in a nice, clean corporate office environment like this. It's not exactly fitting in with the environment. Okay, so back out. Okay, there's... that one. There we go. And, I mean, honestly, what I'll be doing is actually selling off the alcohol, though there's one. I want to check one thing. And this guy over here is just passed out, sleeping.
You know who's behind these attacks on Seraph Industries, don't you? The same people who faked 9/11. They want us scared, man. They want every person in the Western world terrified some terrorist's going to attack us in our homes.
And, you know, for those who maybe aren't aware, although I'm sure probably most of the people watching this video are aware of this, but there is conspiracy theories that 911 was arranged by the government or was, you know, faked in some other way.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them. You hard of hearing or something? I ain't got the goods. He does.
Okay, so here's one of the areas you can go to, or one of the areas is really the right way to put it, but oh, and before I do anything else, really, I should look up this, right? So here's the pocket secretary that Tish gave us with the 2 codes. You know, she found it down by the basketball court, so when we get down there, we'll be able to open it up and deactivate the security system. So, here's a new ebook. Know Better, The Myth of Human Augmentation by William Taggart, which is actually the title of his talk at the convention center as well. Humankind has always sought to improve itself. From the earliest iterations of civilization, we improved our minds through education and the pursuit of knowledge, our souls through the quest for spiritual truth, and our bodies through the eradication of disease and hunger. You will forgive me, perhaps, when I dare to say that the human being is a divine engine. It is the ultimate expression of life on our earth, and so it is a most precious and sacred thing. Humanity is what we have, it is what we are. But that purity falls beneath a shadow, and that shadow is greed, it is weakness. The power is at our fingertips to replace flesh with steel and plastic. But the truth is this, for each piece of yourself you surrender, your humanity dies a little more. You are no better. So that's his argument, and sort of, I guess you could say the founding principle of his organization, the Humanity Front group. Or Humanity Front.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
So, you know, here we go. One of the flaws, I say, at least, in Deus Ex Human Revolution is even here at the beginning, before you've really, well, you're still aligned with the law, certainly. I don't know if later on I might go opposite. We'll see how things go. Depends on the different things that develop in the game's story. But right now, again, you know, I'm trying to play Adam as, you know, law-abiding, you know, high integrity and all this sort of thing. Obviously, he can start having some questions right here about David Seraph and his employer because, you know, Seraph has asked him to do something that technically is illegal, you know, trying to recover the neural hub from the police station. On the other hand, it's also obvious that there's probably some, you know, something going on behind the scenes because otherwise, I mean, Adam knows that the hacker was certainly augmented. He pulled the cables out of his head, you know, but you know, yet the police are claiming, oh no, he's not. Yeah, well, obviously he is, you know. So somebody's hiding something somewhere, and you know, also Adam was an ex-cop, ex-SWAT, you know, or he is an ex-SWAT. He was on SWAT. He was a SWAT team leader, in fact. So you know, surely during his time on the force, he would have seen things that, you know, maybe aren't too clean. And when you go and see the Detective Chase that Cassandra, Megan's mother, asked you to go talk to, you know, that also kind of comes out in his conversation too. Even though Chase is retired and is working as a security guard now, you know, I mean, that's just it. He's a retired cop, you know, so he was on the force for a long time. And he had a high integrity sense as well. But he saw things that weren't, you know, kosher, shall we say. So I'm not trying to, you know, play Adam as a complete goody two-shoes. I don't even think it's possible. But on the other hand, that could also be viewed as one of the downsides of the game. Getting back to this whole particular thing right here, though, in this first part of the game, the whole Detroit City area, to my knowledge anyway, you basically have two places that you can sell stuff off, and they're both gun runners. And, you know, it's kind of a problem to not give the player a choice to going to a legitimate vendor for, you know, buying and selling equipment right at the beginning of the game. You know, I mean, I have kind of a problem with that. And plus, the way that they're portraying Detroit, you know, downtown Detroit isn't quite this bad, you know. But I mean, I know I would go into work when I worked down there on the year 2000 project. I mean, I would go into work at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning to avoid traffic, and you know, it wasn't, or you know, like if we get called in the middle of the night because of a programming problem or something like that, you know, I mean, downtown Detroit gets a really bad rap, but it really wasn't that bad in the 4 years I worked down there. So, you know, I'm sure that yeah, some people have problems, but you know, it's not as bad as you maybe would think from other reports, shall we say. So what I'm going to do here right now is, well, to be honest, I'm not totally sure what to do, except like, one of the things I can definitely do is I can go ahead and sell off the shotgun shells. I can sell off all the sort of the offensive armament because I'm not planning on using it right now. So, sell off the revolver ammo, the pistol ammo, which we have a lot of, and mainly because, you know, I need the inventory room. The combat rifle will be useful later, maybe. Here's the shotgun. Well, I think what I'm going to do is sell it all off for now. Yeah. I was debating on the sniper rifle. But again, at this point, I'm not planning on using that. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. And hopefully I won't regret it later. I don't want to get rid of my explosives, though. And then with respect to this stuff, now, I can say, like, see, this is the Hot Devil that I gave Tish, and there's some others outside too. I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this off. Of course, I could also drink this, but, you know, I don't think I really need to. And then these others, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell them off too. As far as I know, I don't need them. The one I'm going to keep is whiskey, because there's a bum that I want to see. He asked when I was playing through to familiarize myself with the area before recording. He asked for some whiskey, and